Yes, we have something to say. Today, it is about trust. How much do you trust yourself? How much do you trust your guidance? It is not about trusting other people. You should not trust other people, because other people are outside noise and they are not important. The only thing that is important is your inner guidance. So you should only trust yourself and your guidance, also your guides, if you are hearing them. Nothing that is outside of you should have any impact on you. Nothing that is outside of you should influence you. Trust is believing in yourself. Trust is knowing yourself. Trust is knowing that everything is always working out for you. That is trust. Your life is yours, nobody else's. Your life is yours. You live it. You are making decisions for yourselves, because every decision you made has consequences. So make decisions for yourself, never for others. Why would you make decisions influenced by other people? Why would you make them? You are going to face the consequences, not them. So tell me, why the hell would you allow other people to influence your decisions? It is your life, your decisions, and the consequences you have to endure, not them, never them. Actually, all our messages are going to be the same, basically the same. Because what we want to tell you, what we want to engrave in your brain is that only thing that matters is inside of you. You are the one that matters. Only you. Do not allow other people to influence you. Do not allow circumstances to influence you. And their opinions, which, by the way, they should keep for themselves. Why are they even bothering you with their opinions? Their opinions are not important in your life, for your life, are just not important. You live your life. You lived your life. Your life gave you certain experiences. And now, due to those experiences, you have certain beliefs. And you know what works and what doesn't work. You understand how your life, particularly your life, works. Other people had different life experiences. Their life has shown them other stuff, other things to learn. So they have different experiences and they know what works in their lives, but they do not know what works for you in your life. How could they know that? They were never in your shoes. Never. So they should keep their stupid opinions for themselves. And you should not listen to them at all. At all. Because it is your life. You know what your life brought to you. You know what you've learned. You know what works. You know what doesn't work in your life. People are very different. We are very different. What works for me does not necessarily work for you. We know that. So why, oh why, do we still listen to them and their stupid freaking opinions? Their freaking advice, which should be just thrown back at them. Because they do not listen to their own advice and then they give you advice. You had it tough. You had it rough. I know. You who are listening to these messages to my channel, I know you had a tough, tough, tough life. I know that. It was never easy for you. But you learned. You've learned so much. You have so much knowledge. You have so much knowledge. You know so many things that other people have no fucking clue about. You know, because you've learned, because you've always asked yourself, why did that happen to me? What was the reason? And you understood, you pondered about it, and you knew why certain things happened in your life. That's how you are. You learn, you grow, you evolve. You're never on the same, stomping the same ground. No. Other people, let me tell you, they are stomping the same ground. Day after day. You don't. You move on. You move on, you learn, and you move on. And you learn, and then you go to the other lesson, to the bigger lesson. That is how you work. And that is why they should not tell you their advice. They shouldn't. Because they have no clue. Because they never walked in your shoes. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And let me tell you something more. Those people that give you advice and are trying to portray you like you're this poor little, I don't know what, who doesn't know what life is. They couldn't handle half of what you handled in your life. They couldn't. They wouldn't be able to handle what you endured. And they think that now they have the right to tell you what to do. And they think they can judge you and put you down and make you believe that you're weak. You are not weak. You're so freaking strong. Your life has thrown at you so many curveballs, so many obstacles. You've endured so much shit. They don't have a clue about it. Why? They don't have a clue about it because you're not telling them that. You're just learning from it. You're pondering about it and learning from it and never sharing your story to them. What actually did happen to you. How unfair things were for you. They were unfair. They were unfair. Yeah, everything's fair. Of course, everything is fair. But things that happened to you and people that treated you like shit, that was unfair because you don't deserve that. Of course, it was a learning process. In that, it was fair because you knew you needed it to learn, to stand up for yourself. You needed those stabs in the back so that you finally said, no, I have enough. No more. no more. But those fuckers that allow themselves to give you advice, and their lives are falling apart, which they are hiding, pretending everything is fine when there's nothing that is fine in their lives. Because they do not learn from their mistakes, because they believe they don't even make mistakes. Narcissists, as they are, they never see themselves like, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. They never make a mistake. And you beautiful light being, you have narcissists around you because you attract them with your beautiful light. They make their way in your life and then they suck your light out. Do not allow them. Say no to them. Do not listen to their advice. They don't understand what you went through. Their lives were not as difficult as yours was. They never ever stepped one footstep in your shoes. They do not understand what you went through. They see your strength. They do not understand why you became so strong. Actually, you were strong from day one. They were just portraying you like you were weak. But you know you're not weak. You know what you endured. You know what you went through, and you always picked up. You always stood up from the ground and continue on your path. That is why you are so special, and that is why you are so precious. And you have to listen to yourself, to the guidance that is within you, and never those that are outside of you. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to anyone. You know what's good for you. You know. Every question you ask, the answer is inside of you. You know what you need to do. You know where you need to go. You know. You know. They do not know. Stop listening to those assholes. They know nothing. They can't help themselves, and then they dare to give advice to others. Never give advice to no one. We know that. I know that. The only advice you should give to anyone should be this. You know what to do. I don't know. It is your life. You know. Because it is like that. We do know. We are the ones who know. Not the outside world. We are those who have the answers. For us. They have the answers for them. For themselves. We have them for us. And we're out.